Good afternoon. This is Intuitive Niche, and here I am. And the guy's outside mowing the lawn. So, anyways, I wanted to get on here sooner rather than later because I'm making homemade spaghetti sauce. And it's in the simmer stage now, so I can take a moment to do my thing. If you cannot hear me, let me know in the comments. Anyways, today I'm coming on here to show you, my bracelets that I've made so that you have a chance to see them and maybe want to buy them. I do everything else. I might as well show you the other part of my business that's needing some love too, right? Okay. Now I know the lighting sucks, but I will tell you what they are. Okay. As we go along, this one is slightly pink. I don't know if you'll see that in there because it is all rose quartz. And I also have one of the hearts in the middle of it. Rose quartz. All rose quartz. All about love, healing, heart chakra. Yes. So here's that one. We have this one. And yes, I do leave them longer because sometimes the bracelets might seem too big. I can't give you a size definition. All I can do is show you on my wrists how it fits. Okay. They are stretch. They are on some of the best things you'll be able to use to make these with. I use glue in the knot, but I also leave it a little longer in case somebody needs it larger, smaller. I can cut it down, take out one of these and make it work for you. That is tiger's eye, and these are faceted. I bought them like that, so I really like some of the stones faceted already, so I don't have to work too hard on putting it together. Alright, and then we have this one. So this one has banded agate, which I'll show you here. Let's see if I can see the banded part. Okay, not all of them have the bands, but you can see through them. They're translucent, so it is all banded agate except for these little red stones here that are called the carnelians. It's about passion. It's about creativity, and the agates somewhat balance out the extreme carnelian energy. As I told you, I have carnelian, lots of carnelian. Brings in passion, brings in lust, if y'all looking for that. It also brings in creativity, power, building businesses. Should always have carnelian and garnet. Agate helps take the edge off of carnelian and helps keep it to the controllable level, I guess, depending on where you're at. And then they have stainless steel hearts. In the center, I put in the hematite balls. So, inside the stone is hematite, outside is I can't think of the word now. Fluorite. Hematite and fluorite together makes a very well balanced energy. Helps you to stay balanced as well. Think before acting, unlike the carnelian. Okay, and my next bracelet up here is, this is a mixture of agates, cat's eye. There's a cat's eye. You can see the shine in it there. We also have unakite, so there's jasper, There's rose quartz. There's another hematite, fancy jasper, tiger's eyes, also a jasper. Moonstone, I do have a couple of the smaller stones are moonstone. And this is citrine in here, right? Citrine, smaller stone. And some more fancy agates. Okay. This kind of has every chakra available to protection. And there is a black one in here. This has black tourmaline. Okay. So it is have all the chakras covered in your bodies. It balances those out. For all of those who love moonstone, this is white moonstone. I did have, they're all gone now, some moonstone mixed with amethyst. But I did sell them, so they're gone now, but I can make more. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I have some turquoise hearts. Yes, they are real turquoise. They are real heart-shaped turquoise. Okay. Alright, here's another combination stone. I have tiger's eye in the heart shape. Citrine, moonstone. I also have peach moonstone, white moonstone. This is an agate. And here, that one there's an agate. So it's good for grounding, bringing in abundance. You can wear it on your left hand for the abundance. You see how that one fits there? Okay. Some people do make their stones with the knots. I have glue in mine, as you can see. That's why it's double sized. I prefer to do that with mine so I can readjust them as needed, or if something happens and you need it readjusted, it can still be done, and you can still wear it. The knots in the thicker elastic is hard. That's why I put glue in it. Some people make that with a thinner size. A lot of beads are smaller holds, so they do not have necessarily the right size to fit. This one is a little smaller. You'll see it fits not snug, but it's there. It has just a little gap underneath, but it's perfect for me. So, you know. Just in case you want to see what it looks like on both sides. There you go. Grounding with the it's always good to have some grounding stones. So I always use the tiger's eye for the grounding. You can also use black tourmaline. You can use amber. I don't have any amber crystals right now. This is amber. It's a tree resin. Hold that thought. I'm going to close the window. Sorry. I'll open it back up after my video. Sorry, I thought he wasn't going to be like right outside my window doing it, but he was. So this stone is a chip stone. It's called rhodochrosite. So it is mixtured here. You can see the black, the pink. The black is part of the matrix of the rock that it sits in. Pink is the main part, which is also for your heart chakra. It balances out your heart chakra. Helps to heal, bring in love, okay? And this one I did make a little tighter only because a lot of people don't want to see the space between them, you know? So I shove on as many stones as I can, but again, the knot's in there with the glue. And I always try to make sure it's on, but most people don't notice. It's really easier and better to make jewelry like this, so that if I had to make it a size smaller, or God forbid something got stuck and you had to cut it off, you would be able to adjust. Okay, and then the stones don't get all bundled up if you leave a little space in there. Okay, rhodochrosite for your heart chakra. Okay, then I have another mixed stone. I have gold stone. It sparkles gold stone inside. It's all Goldstone is mostly man-made, so I don't know why people try to sell it as a... But after the years of it being around, it does have some effect on people. It will help draw in and attract money, which is why I have green aventurine and more citrine. Okay, so that's that one, and that one is a little bigger. But I like some of mine. If I'm wearing 2 or 3 bracelets, I want one to be bigger, you know, so it's going to sit further up my arm, right? Okay, like here's the difference. And they stretch very well. They fit comfortably. They do not. They might pinch your skin if you have hair, but it's still comfortable. And sometimes I don't even realize they're there. Okay, let's see. We have one of my other favorites. We have yin and yang with hematite in the middle. Yes, yin and yang. You want to balance, to be yin and yang. You want to be mellow. You want to be calm. If you know you're going into a stressful situation, you could wear that. Let's see. All right. Well, say you want to wear it with your tiger's eye, or you want to wear it with your moonstone. You know. I have so many crystals and stones I couldn't begin to tell you. So if you are some kind of an enthusiast, you would be able to know what you want, and I could make it for you. If I don't have the crystal in a form of a ball or a chunk, that I can make it for you. This was a labradorite. And this one I did not make. So I will tell you the difference between other people and me. Other people will take thinner elastic, right? Sorry. And try to make the knot as small as they can. But do you see what's already happening to this? Yeah. You stretch it. So you can have 3 or 4 pieces of elastic in here. It isn't going to matter. If one of them starts fraying, the bracelet's pretty much shot. The good thing is I can fix that. That's why I don't do that. Some people pull the knots inside of the stones, and sometimes the hole is not big enough for that. So it almost makes like a jump in the thing like this. And so I would rather see the tie than the crystal, knowing that the bracelet's about to break or come apart at some point. And that's this one. Now I wear this a lot, but I did not make this one, and I will not make them without knots in them that I can utilize adjustments for. And you really, when you're wearing bracelets, you don't see them, whether it's, you don't see it. And I would see that, knowing that my elastic is starting to fray, which isn't nice. I mean, I love the bracelet. I'll fix it when it falls apart, but not everybody can do that, right? Here's another mixed stone, and we have tree agate, moss agate, tree agate. We have rubellite, which is like a pink tourmaline. A lot of tree moss on here, which is, I like it as for grounding protection as well. There's also moonstone. I have peach moonstone in here, a fancy jasper in here. I did put a lot of green moss agate. There is a black tourmaline mixture in there. Rubellite is a pink tourmaline, so there's a black, and it's just a mixture stone to balance all your chakras. And this one fits like this. So like if you're me and I'm going out and I want to wear 2 or 3 bracelets, I'm going to put the biggest one down my arm further. Yep, I am, see? So I can put more. See, that one's bigger, right? So it'll move and it won't hurt you, pinch you. Okay. Hold on, I dropped one. Alright. I'm going to put this video up on YouTube. And maybe I'll try to skip it over to TikTok. I'm not sure it would stay very long that way, or I'll do a separate video for TikTok. But I wanted to get my bracelets up there and on screen for you guys, because this is what I'm trying to do, to try to build this part of my business. See the glue in there, right? So this is called Bracelets Jasper. Many different colors on this one. I also used carnelian in the middle. So now Bracelets Jasper, if you don't know, is a mixture of red color jasper as well as hematite mixed into the stone. So that's how it grew in the rock. Some stones have it better than others. Some are all black, and you can see most of this one is black, right? And then there's brown as well. And then I put goldstone on with it as a separation medium, right? And so we have brachiated jasper, so it has hematite and carnelian and goldstone. So this should keep you calm, keep you grounded, light your fire a little, and give you some creativity. Be able to respond with your throat chakra in a way that you're not screaming, yelling, fighting, but you can get your point across. Blue stones are really good for throat chakras too. I love this one. This is a blue argonaut. I wish I could find the balls so I can, or even the chunk ones, so I can make a crystal necklace with that. But this stone I have per se has a flat bottom and somewhat of a flat side, so I just need the right sized cabochon to connect it to so I can make a necklace with it. So that's one of the things I want to do there. But this one it's a chunk, right? And if you're gaudy and you like bigger chunk jewelry, this could be made into a necklace easily. I know where to get it. I buy a lot of my crystals that are oh my god, I can't think of the word, semi-precious stones. And some are all precious stones. Rhodochrosite is one of them. Tiger's eye is one of them. Let's see, this stone, I also bought this one out, okay? Eventually, you will see, this is starting to fray. I did not make this one. This is why I make them the way I do. It's okay for a while, but if you're somebody who works in a kitchen or a job that uses water, so maintenance and cleaning and whatever you're going to do, if your hand is in water a lot and your bracelet is in water a lot, or you wash your hands a lot because of what you do for a living, this will fray quickly and it will be gone. If you're somebody who doesn't have her hands in water 20 times a day, then you're probably just fine. If you're just wearing it out to a dance or a party or something like that, it'll be fine. But I prefer the thicker elastic because it lasts much longer. It's easier to fix. I've lost many of my crystals because they busted open on a corner of a box I was opening, and it just popped right off, and they freaking flew everywhere. At least with the other one, it has the nut on the other side, so if I grasp it really quickly, I won't lose all of them, okay? I made this one a long time ago. This has rose quartz, purple goldstone, cat's eye, some little things in between just to create a little sparkle. This one I have to remake. This is an older one. It's really old. And you see how well it still stayed together, right? And you don't see the knot here, right? Because I used to make them like the other people did. And I decided to stop doing that because they're easier to repair and replace if you have a place to start with. Okay? This one, I have earrings that I made that also go with this. I love this bracelet. I wear it a lot. So, but I did make this one, and I've made earrings to go with it. So they're little dangly earrings that have the goldstone and the rose quartz and the cat's eye on it with the little sparkly thing. And they hang. Not everybody likes long earrings. It seems to be the only ones I can find the pieces and parts to right now to be able to make. I would love to take regular raw crystals, smaller ones like my chunks, and make the earrings. As long as you got a flat side on any one of these crystals, you can find the right thing to put it in. So you could make earrings. I make earrings with these anyways because I have the pins. I put the pins through them. Most of the time I use sterling silver pins. So I make sure that I do that with sterling silver. I do use some stainless steel, so the difference in the price would show for that. Just like it will with this. I mean, I spent $15 on this, and it's pretty well shot right now, but I'll have to remake it to fix it. But these are pretty sturdy in comparison. I make sturdy jewelry. I do make jewelry that doesn't have elastic in it. I can make all kinds of jewelry. Earrings, necklaces. I can do it on string. Oh wait, I have one right here. I can show you. Okay. Alright, so I made something like this. You put some crystals of the chakras. 6 or 7 chakras that you have. Maybe the 8th one, and you can fit as many little crystals in there as you want. And I make this into a necklace. Now I can put this on a chain, obviously. I just put it on a string to hang it on my thing because this one's for me. But I have other shapes, and it is very hard sometimes to find these small crystals to put inside these containers, because the mouth of these jars they send you, they're not very wide open, but it is glass. It is absolutely glass, because I've broken a few. Sorry. So this one I made, this is my chakra necklace, and I have a bracelet that I see, but it's not completed, right? So I don't like anything that's tight on my neck. So I leave this one like this until I'm ready to decide what I want to do. But this has rope right here, it's not stretchy, and I connected it to the stretchy part of the elastic. So I can make this and wear it like this. Okay. And you'll find that the string actually stays on your neck and it doesn't turn around like this. It doesn't go anywhere. Most of the time, once you put it on, that's how you see it, and that's how it is, okay? I'll show you a little better, okay? But that's my necklace. I made it, so it's all chunks, semi-precious stones on them. As you see, lapis. I have, this one. I can't think of the word, sorry. This one I made quite a while ago. So this has blue lace agate. It has turquoise, lapis. This is opalite, which I know everyone in the world knows that opalite is man-made. It is not a real crystal. Then I have hematite. This is an agate of sorts, a red agate. I also have mookaite, which is a jasper. And mookaite has several different colors to it. It's one of my favorite jaspers besides Australian. I love the Australian, and I can show you a piece because I have one. And this also comes in multiple colors, right? This here, I want to get, because it has flat sides, I want to get some form of cabochon, or maybe I can take my own wire and make something so that I can make a necklace with it. I have different shapes of these too. This one actually is one of my favorites. I could actually wire wrap around this with the different things it has in it and notches in it, so I could definitely do that. But this has multiple colors in it. I just love Australian jasper. Okay, all right, so those are those. Australian jasper is beautiful, and as you can see, I cover all the chakras. So here's regular crystal. This is a shell form. And this is rose quartz. I have black tourmaline and purple for the amethyst. And then we're back to my mookaite. I have citrine on there as well. Okay. Now, this I've had a long time, and I used it as a piece when I was holding up in the flea market at my friend's, and I would really love to go back and do it again, but this covers all your chakras, and the bracelet that I made with it I have to fix because I've had it for many years now and I've worn it. But those are the kind of things that I do. I also have dangly earrings. I'm working on trying to get the stuff for regular earrings. That's a process. Those are some of the things I'm just doing for now, you know. I can also, and I have made, I might have that, yeah, I might have it right here. I can't make this one. Those are I did buy this one like this. This is lapis, and it has lava stone on it. You could infuse it with an oil for the scent. But blue, this is blue lapis mixed with that. And you can soak this whole thing, including, this is on a string, which I can make. I just can't make this kind of a thing right now. I'm working on it, but I can't do that one. But I can make a different version of it. I will show you what I did with the necklace. Okay. Now this is my piece. I added to that so I can hang all these pieces together as one. I did buy them separately. They all have some kind of a saying on it, you know. And I like this one for like bikers, that kind of thing, right? But then I put it on my own little hold. This is my black leather that I put it on. And this has 2 knots on either side of the back. So you can make it bigger or smaller. Now, obviously, I've got it tied the wrong way. But you pull one or the other, and that's what I can never remember. Anyways, I can make these. I think I made these one too tight for me to pull on. That's the problem. But I have black leather. I have brown leather. I have cording leather, so it's thinner. I don't always like the cording though, because it kind of tears apart like the elastic. So, you know, but I've had this one a while, and it's still together, but I've worn it a lot. But I mean, after a while, all bracelets tend to wither away. I mean, so I can tell you the ones that I've made like in the last 5 months, brand new, firm, ready to go, and then the older ones that I've made, you know, a little flimsy. And maybe some people like them like that. That's fine too. If you want to wear something that's a little more flimsy and you feel comfortable with that, you're not going to get it wet and all of that good stuff, okay? But I like to make stuff with leather. I can make chokers. I don't like wearing chokers, but I've made them. Okay, so put that back on there so I can show it off a little. All right. So again, there's my rhodochrosite for your heart chakra. Okay. And your brachiated jasper with the goldstone and carnelian for balance and creativity and passion and fire. Of course, there's the agate with the carnelian. Yes. Okay. And of course, the mixture of citrine, tiger's eye, moonstone. Yeah. I like that one a lot too. I like the colors. Here's my turquoise. Okay. Alright, and then we have rose quartz, white moonstone. And I'm just covering basics briefly. You know, all your chakras are covered with this one and this one. All the different colors are there for you. So it gives you balance, protection from self, protection from outside entities, negativities, hematite, tourmaline. They also transmute negativity. It's a better word, I guess. And then this one is your aventurine, goldstone, citrine for abundance, tiger's eye for protection and grounding. And this one I made a little different than most. Of course, my yin and yang with the hematite for balance and pressure, taking off of the mind and the soul. This here are separate stones from the rest of it. And they are... God damn, I hate when I lose my mind on a stone. I'll come back to it. Okay. So there is clear quartz, turquoise. I even have howlite on here. We also have blue lapis, blue lace agate, clear quartz again, and back around to the other side, and smoky quartz to amplify all of the stones that are on here together. So blue. A lot of people are attracted to the blue. You would wear the smoky quartz down low, of course, and obviously if I wanted to make it smaller, I could. So I would just remove one or two of the smoky quartz. It would not take away from the protection and the love and the value of the bracelet, okay? And my hearts with hematites and fluorite. I do also make jewelry, and I have more, so next time I make a video I'll show you some of my older stuff that I still have on hand, with regular jump rings and stainless steel, sterling silver, gold. I have gold earrings that I've made, plenty of that stuff. But I wanted to show you my bracelets this time around, and I will show you the necklace. This was something in my grandmother's jewelry box, which I had no idea what it was until I flashed it just right in the light and realized it was a labradorite. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my grandmother had a labradorite necklace? You can see the flash in there a little bit, I hope, anyways. And a lot of times it shows up the blue-green. All I did was add one of my own chains to it. Put the end on it, put it on my neck. Simple. I had to add the, the clip to it to be able to hang it. It's better sometimes to not make jump rings because the jump rings are so thin sometimes. I feel like unless I'm going to be able to solder them on so they don't break so easily, I don't know if I will like it as much when I'm making it. But I can do it. It's just more time consuming, that's all, and it makes the price go up. But necklaces like this is like probably my favorite right now because it's my grandmother's, right? Alright, my loves, this video is going to come to an end. Those are the bracelets I've made. I have sold some. I have lots of different crystals, lots of different stones. Some are chunks, some are balls. Bigger balls, little balls. I have sold some. I have not gone through all of the jewelry that I have already made yet, so I will probably make another video after I make another chunk. If anyone is interested, hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Haven Jewels on Facebook, or you can even hit me up on TikTok and tell me what you're looking for, and I can work on it for you. That's how I make most of my jewelry. I get requests for certain things. I make 2, 3, 4 of them, and somebody chooses the one they like. Now, just so you understand the size of the beads, okay, this is an 8mm bead. They do make them bigger, okay? They can go up, I think, and that would be really big. I don't know how big you'd want to go. It's 8, 10, 12. But those are big, chunky ones. But they are spheres, okay? And this one, I'll show you, is 6mm. So it's that much smaller. You can see the difference between an 8mm and a 6mm, okay? And then there is, oh yes, that one there has 4mm on it. Yes. So yes, so this has 4mm beads on it. So even smaller. So you get more beads, I guess that's the way you want to look at it. I'm not sure. It would all depend, like anywhere from 20 to 22, 23 pieces is about the normal size of a bracelet. So this one here, even it's a little bigger for me, but I like it a little bigger, right? So you can see the size there, but I like them like that, okay? Especially because I wear 2 or 3 together sometimes. But you can decide the size bead you want. You can decide what bead you want. All different crystals. You know what? I can show you my 2mm. Here you go. This is all moonstone. Rainbow moonstone. Okay. These are harder to make. As far as the hole itself is too small for the 8 or the 6, which I would use the thicker magic string on, okay? But they are definitely doable, okay? All you gotta do is let me know what you prefer and how you want it. If you want it a little bigger, you don't want it a little bigger, I can adjust it either way. I can show it to you on camera, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. My name is Intuitive Niche. Like, share, subscribe. I will do one for TikTok as well. Thanks for watching. And please don't miss my videos that are there. The last one was the full moon, and I'm getting ready to do another. I'll talk to you soon.